Coach Knorr, 2 days into practice with the helmets only, the pads starting to come on. How difficult has it been, or if at all, to keep the intensity up for the defense that you can't hit anybody without pads on, but just to get things warmed up in the first couple of days of practice?
I think one thing we've done is a lot different than last year, a lot different in the spring, is our guys know how to practice. Okay, being able to stay up, being able to execute your technique, but not leave your feet. All right, we haven't got one guy hurt in the first 2 days. Typically, you'll get a guy leave his feet, run into another guy. So our guys are learning how to practice. I think that helps being in the second year in the system from a defensive standpoint, and plus a lot of emphasis from our coaches.
Coach Wilson has talked a lot about just the general goal each and every day to see a steady improvement, get better every single day. What's going to be the biggest key from a defensive perspective to continue that process and get over that hump and move Indiana football to the next level?
Well, I think the biggest thing for us is to get our guys. We got plenty of talent defensively. We got to put them in the right positions, and I think we did that in the offseason by moving Nick Mangieri, putting Darius Latham in a position where he can, be a more effective pass rusher, moving Chase Dutra around a little bit. So getting those guys, Zach Shaw now being the boundary rusher, putting guys in the right positions, and I think that'll continue at least here for the next week and a half. But we got to get all our tools in the right position, that's for sure.
There's a good amount of starters and key experience guys coming back to the defense, specifically up front on the D-line. What about that D-line, their size, physicality, whatever it may be, makes them as talented and deep as they are?
Well, I think for you look at experience with Mangieri and Rayner and Latham, played a lot of football. Ralph Green, Nate Hoff, all have played a lot of football. So to have those guys come back, that's the strength of our unit. And then you've got linebacker cores where they're still young, but they played a lot of football. So we should be solid up front. I mean, I'm excited about our up front seven. And then I think we're as talented as I've ever been around secondary-wise. We just got to get them a little experience.
Chase Dutra, one of the experienced guys there in the secondary. What makes him the leader of that secondary, just because of his experience and what he brings to the table?
I think without question, Chase started a little bit last year, but his understanding of the defense, I mean, he's with Coach Shelby and Coach Joseph. Chase really understands the defense, and he'll do things out there that you'd think is a 3-year vet. So I think his ability as a safety, you're kind of the quarterback of the defense, especially at secondary, and I think he'll be a guy that'll help those young guys get in the right place, be able to make the right checks. And so to have him back there is something we're very excited about.
Touchdown! Wow, what a play!